Right, what are we up to today? Well, for a start, I've got my bell staff on, so we're not going to the workshop. We're also not going green laning, because behind me, I've got my Berghaus. Big military rucksack, full of gear for camping, and obviously I've got the Triumph as well. That bag is weighing in at over 3 stone. And that's because I've got some tools and some parts in there as well, because this is going to be an exciting one. What if I said to you there was going to be desert races? Triumphs, CZs, Husqvarnas, all the good stuff, the creme de la creme. Right, so today we're off to go and see my friends from Ace Classics. But we're not going to the shop today. We are off to a private event. So this is an invite-only event that Kevin Cliff put on, and it's a really great do. So we're going to be going to a field, ragging around all the bikes. I'm not sure what kind of structure it'll have to it, but there will be good bikes and there will be good riding and there will be great people. So right now, this is not until tomorrow. I'm off to Ewan's house. If you don't know who Ewan is, he is the mechanic at Ace Classics. Yeah, we're going to go over to his, stay the night there, put the overlay sprocket on, ready for tomorrow, and maybe have a little tinker with one of his projects. Then tomorrow, we'll be ready to rip. Well, I made it to Ewan's just in time. It's just starting to get dark now, and yeah, a few things had to be done to get here on time, but we made it. Triumph did me proud, so now time to crack on, get that sprocket changed over.
You won't believe it anyway. You actually like it's actually
Mayhem. Oh,
shit
look
up.
at this. That's Tony's TT from Stafford, is it?
Yeah. I can't believe that is 900 quid worth.
What, that front wheel? That poor Goldie down there. Madness.
Yeah, mate.
Mate, you're in the thick of it, aren't you?
Is it lined up?
No, not at all.
Right, go on.
God, it's light, isn't it? Me and Ewan just woken up. We went to bed pretty late because we were working on one of his Husqvarnas. Sprocket is also on the Triumph now, so we should be good to go. Been told to expect about 30 people, so should be some good bikes there, I reckon. Well, I've arrived at the Aces races and everybody's already, well, racing. You know, a bit of a friendly one this, but there are some people who are seriously fast, and there's some pretty serious British bikes here as well. The odd few kind of modern Japanese bikes as well, but the focus is on these desert races, and there are a couple here that are really very mint. We got Ace Classics have brought, well, their own desert sled, but they've also got an ex-Checkers race bike, the real deal, over from the States, so that'd be cool. Hopefully we get to see that rip later on. I also didn't have any room for protective gear, so I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable. But what I'm going to do is drop to the back of the pack, film this lot for you guys, because hopefully this is going to be an absolute corker. guy, it's the end of day one at Aces Races, and bike performed very, very well today. We kind of said goodbye to any organisation, which has been beautiful, absolute godsend, because it basically just means we've got a track and we can all get out and just whiz round. There's no, you know, start and finish, just get out. If you see someone you want to go against, chase them up, and it's been excellent. It's obvious that the 500 has not got as much power as the 650s, but it doesn't matter. It's really good fun, and we've just got this track to blast around on all day, so that's great. I think I'm going to call it for the day, and chill out around the fire, have a couple of beers with the boys, and then get to my little bed in this tent, and I'll see you in the morning. Right, well, it's Sunday morning, and I woke to not such a pleasant surprise. I found a stain on my exhaust pipe, which I found to be fuel, and traced it upwards, and I've cracked my fuel tank. It doesn't really come as much of a surprise to me, because as I said, it's really, really bumpy on that track with this suspension, and you know, it's a rigid mounted tank. It was probably only a matter of time. It's not a terrible crack, but it is weeping some fuel, and I have got to get home on the bike. So if you look around here at this portion here, you'll see that, yeah, there you go, there's some fuel weeping out. It's sitting under the paint, but I actually think the crack is behind here, because if you feel in this gap here, I mean, you probably won't be able to see that, but all of the paint has blistered and fallen off. So somewhere in there is a crack that we've got to deal with. So as much as I want to get out there and I want to rip around with all the lads, I'm gonna have to sit this one out. I could ride it, but I might make it worse, and I've got a good 30 miles to get home, so we're gonna sit this one out, and I will just film everyone else ripping past, and that'll be good fun too. So I think the plan of action is yeah, watch some people go around, and then after that we'll whip that back sprocket off, get changed back to the road sprocket, and then we should be good for setting off home. But there's still more to be done before we get round to leaving here. That's got some compression in it.
Get past it a bit. Push it past it.
Like there. Yeah.
Put your foot on that stand. So you put it on there.
Oh, here?
Yeah, put it down.
Yeah.
Sounds powerful, that, you know.
That thing goes.
Yeah,
it really goes. I went to kick it over and it was rock hard. I was like, what the hell? Well, I've had a cracking weekend. Honestly, so good. Very dusty, but very enjoyable. Kev was kind enough to let me ride his Desert Ace, which honestly, that is an evil machine. That is seriously fast. So a massive thanks to Kev and Cliff for putting on the weekend. Really appreciate it. And if you guys are after Triumph parts, especially Desert Racer parts, you need to check out Ace Classics, because those are the guys that stock that, especially over here in the UK. If you need anything, give them a shout. I've got the bike ready to go, backpack loaded up, and I'm about to do the long haul home with that heavy bag. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one, because I have really enjoyed being here. Cheers. I'll see you next time.